So, if you watched our last video about our 93 Toyota pickup, it's got some pretty bad rod knock. Well, guess what?
We sort of fixed it.
Yeah. So I took the pan off and found which one it was. Very miscolored. The bearing was gone. Here's a picture. And I put another bearing in it because I had one. Well, it lasted like
at least a week.
Like 20 miles. Okay, 20 miles. That's it, and it's back. So we're gonna pull this engine out.
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna be a good day. It's chilly out here.
Geyer.
And I'm Clint Geyer, and we're CB Otis. So hang on. It's gonna get wild. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah. First thing we're gonna do is take off the intake tube.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna drain out all the antifreeze.
Yeah.
And the motor oil.
Very good. So we got our green oil pan or antifreeze pan, whatever you want to say, drip pan. And then we got our black one ready also for the engine oil. So tear this off, unhook the mass airflow sensor, get all this stuff out of the way, and then we're going to drain the antifreeze like you said, pull the radiator out of the way, and then
take it out.
no, it's not that easy, but yeah, it'll be pretty close. So we're going to get started in just a minute. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Brian's getting ready to take off his intake tube. There's a 10 millimeter right here. And then we're going to take off this clamp right here. And then coming over here onto the air box, there's these little clips here, over here, back here, and one right here. And then we're going to take the mass airflow sensor off, or the plug for it, and then the intake tube will come right off. In the meantime, while he's doing that, I'm going to get underneath and drain the antifreeze out of it. So, buddy, you only got to get that loose, okay? And let me give you a pair of pliers.
Oh, yeah. It's loose.
You got old 87 out there. Or 86, I mean. So, on this, you just squeeze that together and pull it up, okay? So, then, should be able to grab a hold of that hose.
And rip it out.
Broke it loose, see there? And then we'll, ow, hurt my hand. And we'll pick that up, okay? Go on to the other side there with your stool.
I'm not ready for that. Oh, yeah. I did another.
Oh, you don't have to take that one off. You gotta take those little clips off, is what it is.
Where is it?
So, there's a clip here, and there, and there.
I don't
So you
have it.
just, look, flip it down just like that.
Is that all? Oh,
Is
wait,
that
there's
it?
one more.
Okay? Got that?
Yep.
Alright, hang on. We gotta look real close on here. But if you look, see that little metal thing inside there? Both sides. See that?
Yeah.
We're gonna break those loose. Just skim them out or whatever. And do not lose that. That's very important. Because I've lost them before and it's a big pain in the butt. So, we're gonna take those off and then that plug will come right out. Okay, Brian, we're ready to pull that intake tube off there. There you go. Now where are we gonna put that, bud?
In the bed.
In the bed, very good. Let's go ahead and take it back there. We got the bed cleaned out, the wheels that we're gonna put on the truck, our battery. We're gonna be careful. Okay, we're gonna be careful with stuff whenever we set it in there.
Okay.
Okay? So we'll sit it inside here. Well, maybe. There we go. Okay, now back to this. Here we go.
What are we doing now?
Next thing we're going to do, that you can do, nope, just leave that in there. I got a new air filter coming. We're going to go ahead and pull these plug wires off. That way they're all out of the way, okay? And then I believe you just pull it right off, okay? So we'll get those off all the way around through there. And then we'll get the distributor out of the way. And I'm going to start draining that antifreeze now. Okay, so I'm underneath while Brian's still up on top. And as you can see, there's this drain right here. The bad thing about it is, what the? The bad thing about it is, there's this bracket right here that's really gonna mess with us. But our pan is wide open, so we should be able to open that up and drain the water out of it. No. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna need some pliers to take that off.
Here, I got pliers.
Sweet, thank you.
Get it?
Yeah, it's coming now. Get our pan right over here. Yeah. Well, maybe. There it goes. There. I make weird noises when I work on things.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we're going to end up making a mess here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty well sure of it. So, what we're going to do, we got sawdust on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to put some of that down in there. I'm sure of it. So,
That shovel.
but let's see what kind of mess we make first.
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes. A little bit.
Yeah. Don't play with this.
Yeah, antifreeze is not good.
Dangerous. Oh.
Okay, so I got it going now, right? We're going to take the radiator cap off, and that should help it drain a little bit faster. Ideally.
Going pretty fast.
Oh, gosh!
Oh, no!
Oh!
Ah!
I knew it would make a mess.
Yep, it's a big mess. It just shot out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's antifreeze and a little bit of old oil.
Oh, that was in the pan, residual
Yeah.
oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay,
So,
we're going to have to get some, yeah, antifreeze stinks.
it's
We're going to get some sawdust. Let's go get some. You kind of see it from the top here, where that drain is. It's slowing down a bit, but it's right there, and then it was going right over top of that bracket, so that's why it was going to be such a mess. So Brian's got the sawdust. Brian, go ahead and toss it up underneath there real quick. We got a heck of a mess. Go ahead and throw it in there, buddy, before it runs off. There you go. Get that thrown in there. Okay.
There's a lot of rocks.
Oh, that's all right. Just shake it off in there. There we go. Okay, smooth that around real good. Yeah, there we go. Sweet! B, next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take this here radiator hose off. Take this screw out, or not out, but loose, and that one loose. And then we'll be able to pull that upper radiator hose off.
Alright.
Alright, so Brian's got all the plug wires taken off and out of the way. Now he's taking the radiator shroud off, or the fan shroud. And it's a two-piece, so we'll be able to take the top piece off, pull it up and out of the way, and on the bottom one, we'll be able to drop it down below. So there are two 10mm bolts, and we'll get that out of the way. Okay, now we're taking off the bottom radiator hose, and we got, oh gosh, there we are. That one right there, we got that and broke loose. There's still a little bit of antifreeze in it, so we're going to pull it off, keep it panned underneath, and try to catch everything that we can. Hey Brian, I got there's a big mud dauber's nest on there. Oh my gosh. We are ready to pull the radiator out. There are 4 bolts, just like this in here. 12mm head. We got 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Brian's getting ready to take that radiator out, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. How's that going?
Not really.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and then we're going to take these bolts out, right? And then we're going to put them right back where the radiator came from, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, Brian, you got all the bolts out of it. Go ahead and grab a hold of it and pull it straight up and out, carefully.
Oh man, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuck on the hose on the back side, isn't it? What the?
Oh, it's stuck on the fan.
All right, hang on, I'll help. Okay. So, there's a little hose down here that we gotta maneuver around. There we are.
Around the fan.
Very good, huh?
Yeah.
Bam, nailed it.
2 mud dauber nests.
Hold on to it. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, good?
Heavy, yeah.
Now what are we gonna do with it?
Put it in the bed.
That's right. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this here belt off. And the way to do that, take this here nut loose, and then this, we're gonna loosen it up, and then it'll push that pulley down, making it able to get that belt off, okay? So we already got that one broke loose, bud. So go ahead and put your socket up on that one.
Too low.
There you go. And then just loosen her up. Keep going. Okay, now you see how it's out like that? Take your socket, put it back on top of there. Oops. And then push down. Push your whole thing down. Push it down hard. There you go. See how it moved?
Yeah.
So now, we're going to loosen a little bit more yet. Okay? So keep going with that. We'll get that belt off, and then we'll get the fan off. So one thing that you always need to watch out for whenever taking stuff off, for instance, here's a ground line. There's a little ground wire right there. You see that? Always remember where that goes. So, and keep an eye on that. Another thing you need, a magnet. I drop one of those bolts. I was able to get right down inside there, grab the bolt, pull it right out. So always keep a magnet close to you too. All right, so one thing I like doing on these 22Rs and the REs, I'll take the power steering pump off, but just the brackets and everything. And in order to do that, you got a bolt right here, and then you got a bolt down here, and 2 over there. And in order to get to this one, the easiest way, and that bottom one the easiest way, you got to take the distributor cap out. So we got it out. We'll put all of our bolts back in, and we'll fold this here power steering pump back up and around and out of our way. Okay.
Well, we got the fan and the alternator off.
Oh yeah, we got both those out of the way now, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. There's no Freon in our AC lines, so we're going to take that bolt out and the one right next to it. We'll get this line folded up out of the way, that line folded up out of the way, and then the AC will be unhooked, right?
Yeah.
So then we'll start taking wires and stuff off the intake and get the throttle body off, get the intake off, and keep track of all of our lines. We already took pictures of where all these vacuum lines go and all this random crap up in here to just absolutely drive you nuts whenever you're working on a 22RE. So, but here's the good news, Brian. That's going to be on the second video whenever we take all that stuff off.
Yeah.
Today we're just going to go ahead and finish up taking off the AC, getting all that stuff out of the way. And then next video, we're going to rip off the exhaust manifold, the throttle body, the intake, and then all the vacuum lines and everything else. So, how about that?
Yeah.
Right? I think we made some pretty good progress today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, so hang around, guys. Wait for the second video. We got a part 2 coming up here in a little bit whenever we rip this sucker out. So, how's that sound? Subscribe, he said. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this. We appreciate you. See ya.